The third step in the SAMR model is called modification. And this is the level that you want to begin pushing your content. So when we're writing our lesson plans, we're beginning to think, how can technology get my students to analyze, evaluate, and eventually begin creating to show their understanding of the content you are presenting them. So an example of modification would be simply, instead of writing another paragraph, to have students create a video demonstration of the changing characters. So for example, when I began A Christmas Carol, many times I would have students write 2 characterization paragraphs, one at the very beginning where they would fill out this note-taking worksheet on Scrooge, talk about what he looked like, what are some of the things he said, and then they would write a paragraph explaining what type of person he was. At the end of the unit, once Scrooge has done the complete 180 change, he's become a happier person, more giving, more understanding, I would then have the students write a second characterization paragraph, again after filling out the notes on here and reflecting from step 1 to step 5 how this character changed. I am completely for students writing paragraphs. I think that is an extremely important skill for all students to know. But to do 2 paragraphs after we already do so much writing, there are times where I can have some of that freedom. And honestly, to have students find pictures to demonstrate their understanding of how this character has changed, to have themselves write and use now music to show that change. What music would he use in step 1 compared to what he might use in step 5 if Scrooge were creating this playlist. So there are many different levels of connection and understanding that students can share through creating a video characterization of this major character in A Christmas Carol. That is an example of modification. The students are taking their understanding of this character and now demonstrating it using those higher level thinking skills as to how this video is going to portray that change within Scrooge himself, in order to show that visually understanding through their video. Students tend to be more engaged because the technology allows them a lot of freedom. They have choice and ownership within this example of an activity, and I'm still getting what I need out of it. I want them to understand this character and his 180 change. They get the choice and the freedom to create, which many of those students enjoy and become more engaged and have that deeper level of learning, and then practice even own problem-solving skills if they run into obstacles along the way.